So rather than think about the karma that the drivers of the scooters or the cars or the people making noise are going to get, instead of that, we always try to focus on, where is it about me? When we come into satsang, not just here in this room, but in general in our lives, there's so many places our minds can go about what's that one doing, what's this one doing, what that one's doing, how that one's talking, how that one's dressing, how that one's living, what that one's got, what this one. There's no end. And your whole life goes like that. And so this is where spiritually we focus not so much on them, but on my reaction to them. And so it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to pretend they don't exist. It's hard to pretend that a motorcycle driver barreling down the road at 200 miles an hour honking his horn doesn't exist. But instead of focusing on, oh my God, I wonder what kind of karma he's getting, instead of that, we take the opportunity to focus on what it does within us. You know, it's funny, a lot of people come to me and say, I cannot meditate here. India is just too loud. I've gone up into the mountains, I've gone here, I've gone there, wherever you go. It's too loud. And whether it's loud from scooter noise or whether it's loud from big, beautiful spiritual programs that are taking place on loudspeakers and talking and singing, but in languages that people from abroad don't understand. Either way, it's people come and they're always saying, my God, there's just so much noise. And I'll ask them, well, so where are you from? And very frequently the answer is some very quiet place. I'm from Maine. I'm from the, countryside of England. I'm from places in the world that have got, 15 people per square kilometer type of populations. And I always say, now, you came to India looking for quiet? A country with 1.3 billion people in an area that's like a third the size of America? Seriously? Quiet? That's not what you come to India for. If you can't meditate in a place with 15 people per square kilometer, clearly the problem is not the outside noise. The noise that bothers us most, if we're really honest with ourselves, the noise that bothers us most in our meditations is not actually the outside noise, it's the inner noise. Because they sell these great things and they're really cheap, they're called earplugs. They sell headphones, right? I mean, for a couple of dollars, you can actually block out most of the outside noise. But interestingly, earplugs have never become the meditator's magic wand. If the problem were simply the noise outside, well, we'd have a world full of enlightened people for like 50 cents a pair. But interestingly, it's not the outside noise. It's the inner noise. And what India gives us is the opportunity to actually experience a noiselessness amidst the noise, a peace amidst the chaos, that if you can find it, if amidst the scooters and the loudspeakers and the bells going at all hours of the day and the night and the people up at all hours of the day and the night and all of the noise, if amidst that you can find noiselessness, you can find peace, then that is yours to take home. That is going back with you. And that's what we come to India for, is to find here in this sacred, holy place. In a place that of all the places in the world, energetically, this is the land, especially Rishikesh, the holy places, that have drawn the saints and the sages for thousands of years. I've never read a scripture that said, pilgrimage to Maine. Gotta get to Maine. The land of enlightenment. It's here. This isn't today. This is thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. This is where people were coming. There is something here. And therefore, when you're here, see if you can find it. And if you think it's impossible, spend some time on a busy road, busy highway, not just scooters, but cars, rickshaws, bullock carts, everything. And watch the cows. Now the cow is not a stupid animal. The cow is actually a very smart animal. Forget that in India she's considered holy. We won't even go there. Let's just call her a very intelligent creature. That cow naps. Not just in a room overlooking a busy street, but in the middle of the busy street. Her ears function fine. Her nervous system functions fine. But this cow has the ability. She knows I'm holy, they're not going to hit me. Talk about bad karma, right? They may not get it for the noise that disturbs your sleep, but they are definitely getting it if they hit a cow, and everyone knows it. So that cow knows no one is touching me. And in that space of security, knowing that I'm physically safe, she can nap amidst what probably are the loudest roads in the world. And I mention that because, to me, that's why the cow is holy. I know all the other reasons we worship her, but for me, as someone not born a Hindu, not born someone into a family where I was raised with this sense of all of what the cow does and gives us, for me, if I'm going to actually worship a cow, more so than I would worship any other animal, it's because she has figured something out. She has attained something that I want. And so when you're here, if you think it's impossible, just watch that cow. And ask yourself, really? I'm that much less than a cow? Possible for her, not for me? What is it she's got that I don't have? It's a great thing to meditate on. And see whether you can find that, even just for a moment, that place of noiselessness, that place of peace, because that's going to go home with you much more than the outer quiet of a physical location. Because you can't take that. But you can take what you find inside.